What is up, Kryptonians? Today we're going to be talking about a movie called Skincare. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more videos, a lot more. Also, I'm very much aware that nobody is going to see Skincare. Everybody's going to go see Alien Romulus this weekend, which, understandable. I'm pretty hyped too. I'm going to be reviewing that movie tomorrow. But I did see this movie Monday. It was one of those secret screenings for AMC, and I just figured, what the hell? I'm getting back into the swing of things. Let's set myself up for a freebie, a pretty easy movie to review that nobody's gonna care about. I feel like that's a great way to get back into rhythm. Skincare is a new movie. It's a thriller that is kind of, sort of based on true events, but not really. It stars Elizabeth Banks. It's directed by Austin Peters. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know who Austin Peters is. I'm unfamiliar with his game. Either way, this movie follows Elizabeth Banks as a skincare specialist who is trying to open up her own brand and start her own line of skincare products. And then things kind of flip her world upside down when a competitive skincare specialist moves into the lot across the street and they start attracting customers, including some of her customers, to their clientele. That happens, and then a bunch of threats and weird stuff starts popping up in her life, and she descends into like a spiral of, I don't know, madness, conspiracy, paranoia. There's one thing to praise about this movie: beginning, middle, end. It is Elizabeth Banks. And I'm sure you knew that going in, but I'm just here to let you know. Elizabeth Banks has always been, to me, a very talented actress. In terms of a performer, Elizabeth Banks just has that old school movie star like appeal to her. I don't know what it is. She's still hot. She's always been hot, but she also has this charisma and this energy to her that makes her very affable, very likable. When you look at a lot of her roles, she is inherently watchable. Her character is very, very flawed, but it doesn't matter how flawed her character is. You want to watch Elizabeth Banks. You want to watch her go through it. She carries this entire movie on her spine. I don't know if the movie would have worked if a less charismatic actress would have taken this role. Shout out Elizabeth Banks. She brought her A game here, and this movie desperately needed her A game. In regards to everything else, I mean, the setup and the premise for this is sort of intriguing. Like when this rival skincare specialist moves in across the street, a lot of weird stuff starts happening in her life. You know, maybe people are following her, maybe people are hacking her, people are putting a bunch of unnecessary drama into her workspace. I mean, I would say for the first 40-ish minutes of this movie, there's a solid mystery that's set up. There's a little bit of intrigue here. There's not much tension or suspense, but intrigue. I feel like that works for a mystery movie like this, and it sort of keeps you interested in the little plot twists and turns as you get towards the halfway point of the movie. Unfortunately, you get to the halfway point of the movie, and okay, I'm gonna say something that you're not really supposed to say as a movie reviewer. I see critics violate this all the time, so I'm not gonna try to like hold myself to some higher moral standard, because there is no moral standard here. We're just talking about movies, people. But I'm gonna say something that you shouldn't say because it's very lazy, basic analysis that doesn't get to the root of criticism, but I'm gonna say it anyway, and that is that this movie is stupid. This movie is so dumb. It's unforgivably dumb. It's not even dumb in a fun way, although I guess some of it is. Like, some things that happen in the movie are kind of funny when they happen, and then you think about it and you're like, actually that was fucking stupid. Obviously no spoilers here, but halfway through the film, the movie kind of reveals something, and then it's like the entire script just loses its mind, and everybody in the movie loses their mind and starts doing the most dumb, idiotic, nonsensical things that a script could ask people to do in a movie. Feels like everyone's IQ points drops down to, I don't know, like cow and chicken levels of stupid. You guys remember that movie Idiocracy? You should watch that movie. It's actually kind of funny. Feels like in the second half of this movie, the script relies a lot on characters saying and doing the dumbest thing possible so that the plot could get to its preconceived area of destination. It's okay if there's like a contrivance or a convenience here or there. Like, every movie has them, and you kind of have to live with that if we're talking about the space of movie making. When it comes to the characters and when it comes to how you've written them to be in your movie, I just feel like having everyone just collectively be dumb all at once and have it perfectly work out for the plot to go where it needs to go, I just feel like that's kind of lazy. I can promise you that if you walked into this movie with all of your brain cells intact, you will walk out with like 2 of them left, and those 2 are probably going to be in a staring contest, and whoever drools first is gonna lose. There's also like little subplots that pop up in this movie that over time you realize don't actually matter. There's no follow-up, there's no lead-off, they just kind of end and you're left scratching your head wondering why that was put in the movie in the first place. If there's one thing you're not gonna do is you're not gonna waste my time by insulting my intelligence. And the movie insults the intelligence of everybody watching it because the script just falls to pieces at the halfway point of this movie. It's a bad movie that's got some solid entertainment to it. I'm gonna leave this one in Smallville. Smallville is my rating for guilty pleasure movies. Movies that are bad but maybe have a redeemable quality or two, and if nothing else, Elizabeth Banks. She's hot, she's fun. You can watch the movie for that. Like I said, Alien Romulus video is going to be out tomorrow, and then I'm also going to be reviewing part 2 for the Rebel Moon Director's Cut, which I believe is called Curse of Forgiveness. If you like what you see, tell me how you feel, and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace.